The importance of names can be seen when looking at gendered language. So, what's the problem with gendered language? Well, having such a binary structure is an issue, as it can create problems when trying to properly express yourself as an individual. There are multiple languages around the world that don't provide people the ability to properly express themselves. Languages such as French, Spanish, Hindi, and Russian do not have an acceptable term that allows for people who are non-binary to express themselves. Furthermore, some languages contain skewed grammar rules that prefers masculine over feminine. Languages have a limited number of words, and as a result, there's only so much that can be expressed. When languages are not comprehensive enough to support expression, communication breaks down. In extreme cases, this lack of support can be used as a means to marginalize a group. For those that are not able to express themselves, it can be much more difficult to feel respected and adequately addressed. Take the French language, for example. French is a very popular language worldwide, and is spoken in 29 countries. But more importantly, it uses two genders in their language, masculine and feminine, where the masculine takes precedence. The French language is based entirely on gender, as every noun and verb are either masculine or feminine. Because of this, there are situations where people cannot properly represent themselves. In French, when referring to a group, it is generally done in masculine. An example of this would be when referring to a group of directors. In French, the singular masculine version is directeur, and then directrice for female. However, when referring to a group of directors, it is called directeur, which is just the masculine plural. This becomes an issue when the group is majority women, as those within the group lose their ability to properly represent themselves in a professional setting. This feeds existing stereotypes since they would have to explain that they are women when discussing their work. This is an example of epistemic ignorance. Even though the majority of the group is composed of women, addressing them would be done in the masculine. This is ignorant and disrespectful towards the group. It also delegitimizes anyone who isn't a man, because they aren't considered important enough to be named correctly. Being called a masculine name puts someone that may identify otherwise at a disadvantage, as it erases all characteristics, resulting in a loss of self. In this case, the French grammar has dictated that masculine be used over the feminine. This creates an issue of misrepresentation and inequality because, while under the same name, the female directors may receive different treatment, such as funding or access to services. Not being able to express yourself takes away your individuality, and not having a proper name to express yourself can eventually lead to cultural assimilation.